And we're back. Do you play the music in this part, Joe? And we're back. Show and tell with Uncle Phil. Come on out here.
Once upon a time, I was happy as I could be.
How's the green room? How's the green room back there?
Green room treated me pretty well. I was pretty hard pressed to leave. Kind of bummed. You know, the people in the green room are really nice.
Yeah.
They treat you well. The deli platter. The deli platter was left a little to be desired this time. The last time I had done some work in this studio, the green room deli platter was sublime. This time, not so much.
How about the Harry Potter?
I like the Harry Potter. Harry Potter's not so bad. I enjoy the movies, not so much of a reader. I do know how to read, but don't really enjoy reading.
And the magazines we got back there?
The magazines back there were a little disturbing. I tried to not look at them. But one of them looked like they had kind of like sticky pages. I didn't want to really
exactly.
Touch that one.
Speaking of sticky pages.
Really?
Oh, sorry about that. I'm sorry about coughing in the mic like that.
Because he keeps leaning in and then going.
I'm gonna try to stop doing that. I'm
gonna try and stop doing that.
Sorry. All right. So you're pretty much legendary in the Portsmouth area.
I would say I have some low-level celebrity status. Yes.
Yes. You do trivia. I
do trivia 4 nights a week. That's
4 nights a week.
Yep.
Now, is that like a paying gig?
That is a paying gig. That's actually one of my primary sources of income.
How do you get paid for doing trivia?
The bar hires the company that I work for, and the company pays me.
And what is that? Will you just like know a lot of stuff?
No. I have the questions sent to me, all the paperwork pretty much sent to me, and all I have to do is be the voice.
Oh, so you just like ask the question?
I just ask the questions
and know the answers,
and have the answers right there in front of me.
That's pretty good.
I think so. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it.
So do you know like a lot of trivia?
No, I usually only retain about 20-30%. Basically, I would only be a good trivia team member for the music and the entertainment questions, movies.
Who's the 58th president of the United States?
I'm going to say not you.
Oh, he's good, huh? Do you ever make up answers for the trivia?
I don't make up answers. I sometimes will make up questions that will kind of relate to the clientele that I'm working for.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes. There was one night about a little less than a year ago that I had a few questions about one of the waiters who was leaving the establishment.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. So you're pretty familiar with your crowd?
Yeah, I know the crowd pretty well. Some of them hired me to be a wedding DJ for their weddings. And they turn into friends. Mainly it's just like this whole group of trivia people, but I recognize faces and know people's names.
So it's like the regulars.
Regulars. They are definitely regulars.
You know who all the smart people are in Portsmouth.
I guess I know a majority of the smart people in Portsmouth. I mean, cheers to you, Portsmouth. And Epping.
Yes, thank you, Portsmouth and
to the Epping, which there is a rumor that trivia might be coming to a bar near you in Epping.
Really?
Yes.
That's exciting.
Is a rumor, not necessarily founded in truth, but still nonetheless a rumor.
Rumors are good.
And if you're in Epping, you know what bar it is, but I don't want to give them any unfounded plug.
Don't tell them. No.
Exactly.
Not like McDonald's, who has the big 3rd-pounder Angus beef burger.
Yeah, have you had the Angus beef burger yet? Or did you just have the box?
Well, I had the Big Mac, which was next to it.
The Big Mac's not really an Angus burger. The Angus burger gives you more of like the Bubba burger. That's another product that I'm throwing out there. And it's actually cooked medium rare. If you don't ask anything like as cooking, it's a medium rare burger from Mickey D's.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising.
I watched
actually quite tasty.
I watched 2 people eat them, and they seemed to enjoy them.
Yes.
They said they were similar to a Whopper. Wow.
Another brand name that's not paying us any money to be mentioned on this one viewer show.
That's what you don't know. But I understand. I understand that you don't just do trivia.
No, that is correct.
You are also the big word I was thinking of, virtuoso.
That's pronounced virtuoso, Amos.
Virtuoso. The trivia man knows all the pronunciations. Sometimes,
yes. Sometimes.
Yes, a virtuoso.
Actually, sometimes I really mispronounce words on purpose, like Canada and Monaco, which are, of course, Canada and Monaco.
Oh, Monica. Yes, I know her. You write children's songs.
That is correct. I was in a band called Toon Buggy. We were a adult-friendly kiddie rock band, and that since we recorded an album and then we broke up. And we used to, and now what we're doing, me and one of the women from that band, we are working on a band called the Parentheticals. You heard it here first. And it's going to be a double album rock opera for cool parents to share with their kids.
What sort of age groups?
All ages. The whole idea is that it's parents to share with their kids. So any age you feel comfortable bringing rock music to your kids, which in my case, I would bring it to them in utero, up until they decide to have music choices of their own.
Okay. Now, when you're writing a children's song, do you try to include educational content? Or are you going for entertainment value? Or
I would say it's about 50-50. It depends on the theme of whichever song that I'm going with. But it's sometimes it's educational, sometimes it's educating them on how to just have fun. So, in a way, that's entertainment, too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're making education fun.
Yes.
That's pretty fun.
That is correct. That's the idea.
Do you know like other children's songwriters? Like, is there some sort of community?
There is. I've just joined one on the LinkedIn, which is it's supposed to be just business stuff, so that it weeds out the social aspect of a Twitter or Facebook. And it's children's musicians trying to coordinate amongst themselves. I have met the infamous Wayne from Maine a few times, and he remembered me, which felt pretty cool. And he's seen us play. He saw the band play, and he dug what we were doing.
Nice.
I play him on. I feature him on my radio show every Friday.
Oh, that's right. That brings us to topic number 8. You're a DJ on the Portsmouth radio station.
That's Portsmouth Community Radio, 106.1 FM on your FM dial if you're in Portsmouth.
Not the AM.
Not the AM, but also on the interwebs at www.wscafm.org. Every Friday, 10 a.m. till noon.
And what do you do on your show?
It's intelligent music for the whole family. So the idea is that it's 2 hours of radio during the day where you can feel comfortable turning the radio on when you're hanging out with your kids or hanging out with your parents, and there's not going to be any, foul language or foul lyrical content. You know, it's really going to be just safe, cool rock and mainly rock, but I delve into different genres here and there.
Like what sort of rock? Like Kiss?
I've played Kiss. I've played God Gave Rock and Roll to You because it's kind of a very
nice.
family-oriented thing.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, was
that
it in that?
Bogus Journey, actually.
Bogus
Nice
Journey.
try.
Oh, sorry.
It was at the very end.
The trivia guy gets me once again.
Exactly. It's when they come back from the future and they, took 18 months to learn how to play guitar, like right at the very, climax end of the movie.
Yeah.
But dude, we still don't know how to play guitar. And then they disappear and reappear. And
God
Gave Rock and Roll to You.
It's slightly coming back to me. I think I was probably a small child at the time.
Yes, well, I won't slight you for that, Amos Clapp.
Thank you.
Chin chin. How many views total do you guys, in toto, do you guys have?
Well, I don't know exactly. Joe will probably have an answer, but I do know this. When you go to YouTube and you type in Amos, and when you get to the C, it doesn't even let you finish it. It adds right in Clapp, L-A-P-P.
That's pretty
It finishes
nice.
it. That's
pretty
big.
Sweet. You're big when you're in a search word thing.
Yes.
Is that a technical term there?
Joe
I'm sure
said,
it does.
Joe
Joe's
says,
nodding his head, but he doesn't know what it's called. Neither do I. That's
so
fine.
Besides being the main man around Portsmouth, as they say.
Well, just for trivia, there's a lot of other Maine men, but they're from Maine.
Yeah. So you're like the main man in New Hampshire. In Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, and there are some people who don't like me, but there are some people who know me. How about that?
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, good
Okay.
enough, right?
Yeah.